Leadership is often seen in plans, policies, and progress, but behind every structure is a story rarely told. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Speak Podcast, a platform where voices are not just heard, but understood. My name is Angela, and today's episode is another extra special one because once again, at long last, we are joined for the second time around by a leader many admire, some fear, and few truly know beyond the title. Our university president, Mr. Victor Vicente Sardine Cinco. So today, we are going to go beyond the blueprint, the awards, the buildings. We will go into the person behind the leadership because, after all, the most powerful stories are those that we don't always see. So, Sardine, our D5, how are you, sir? Welcome back to Speak Podcast.
I'll give you a Filipino greeting.
Yes, sure.
There.
That's oh, that's really perfect for my questions later on.
Okay.
Have you seen that around the campus? People greet you that way?
All the time.
Oh, I
No, not
wonder
not
who.
me. I see them greeting each
Each
other.
other. Like,
Yeah.
do we do that? Okay, Sardine, since this is your second time with us, should we say that you are officially part of the Speak Podcast family now?
Whatever
No.
you'd like.
You remember our first
Yeah.
episode? I'm kind of prepared this time around, just in case. But anyway, sir, you've been part here in the university for 25 years
More.
and more.
Yeah.
That's quite a long time, not a
Yeah.
joke. But let's start simple. What is something new in you that people on campus still don't know?
Sometimes I wear pants.
Is that new?
Sort of.
No.
Sort of. Recently, because of the ISO,
Oh,
I've
yes.
been dressing the part. But in all seriousness, what's new? Uh, I don't know. Every day is new, so I don't really keep a list of
Mm-hmm.
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I agree, Sir Dean. I always see you dressing casually. And that's really cool because some Filipinos are they're too pressured to really
Stuffy.
dress appropriate. Yeah, exactly. And you don't like to feel stuffy, right?
No.
No.
I especially don't like barongs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And pants.
Only because it's hot.
Yes.
That's the main reason I wear it. I'm not being rebellious. I'm just trying to be comfortable.
Okay, that's something new. You're rebellious. Anyway, Sir Dean, that's a joke. Recently, you were recognized for something truly meaningful. If you remember last December, you received a service award
No.
for having served the university for 25 years. Okay, and as we have heard, it came as a surprise.
Just like the last one.
Yes.
Actually,
So,
the last one, the 20th, was a bigger surprise because that was supposed to be an event to recognize everybody else.
mm-hmm,
And for me, I'm like,
you
I'll
don't.
always be here unless someone kills me. So, but
Mm-hmm.
the 25th, I guess it was significant, but I don't know. I'm not here for, let's say, the 30th.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah,
Hopefully, you'll still with
it's the
us
30th.
for
Yeah.
another 50 years,
Like,
probably. Sir Dean, be honest. Did you enjoy the surprise, or would you have preferred to organize it yourself?
my preference actually was to focus on everybody else. I really didn't need that kind of recognition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So was it a surprise this time around? No, because I saw
Your
my
name.
plaque being
Oh,
engraved,
the
so
plan
it wasn't a
failed.
surprise.
Okay.
But the 20th was a surprise because I really didn't expect that. I didn't even know how many years I was here.
Mm.
So yeah.
You're
But
not.
those of you out there, don't do it again.
Sir Dean, is that true? You donated your money back to the university. You received a couple of, a
Did I?
thousands,
I guess
thousands
I
of.
did. Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Thank you, by the way, because I think that we all benefited from that donation. Anyway, Sir Dean, this is another interesting question for you. If you could sit down with your younger self on your very first year here, was it in the 2000s?
1999.
1999. Okay. What would you say to your younger self?
Uh, what would I say to myself?
Yes. Make it very
What the hell
powerful.
are you doing here?
Seriously.
No, seriously, because my decision was very clouded about moving here. My wife
Mm,
tried to warn me, but
warned.
yeah, she just tried to make it known that it's not all hunky
Clouds and
dory
rainbows.
coming here.
Yes.
I mean, she noticed it, but I don't know. For some reason, I didn't notice it as much as she did. So yeah, back then I would have been, I don't know what the proper term would be. Not necessarily selective, but maybe more aware
Mm-hmm.
of what there was in front
Uh-huh.
of us. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, here we are 25 years later, and we're getting a lot of recognition, but it's 25 years. It hasn't been just yesterday or last month.
Yes.
It's been an ongoing process.
Still, Sardine, we are really thankful that you have stayed here that long, 25 years, and witnessed all these, achievements lately, especially lately. And looking back, what's one trait or habit that helped you not just survive, but thrive in leadership for 25 years?
And many years ago, my wife suggested this, is to learn transcendental meditation.
Transcendental.
Yeah,
Ah, okay.
TM, right?
Yes.
And I tried it in high school, and I ended laughing all the time after 30 seconds. There's a device that I still have that I don't use anymore because I've learned how to focus the mind.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, the way this one works is you listen to, in this particular case, waves, right?
Mm.
And as your mind calms down, these birds come on. You can hear birds, and the more your mind is at calm, in a calm state, there are more birds. So that's like
Mm.
over a duration of 5 minutes, I think.
Mm.
Yeah. So when you train your mind to, I don't know, just not focus, but just you know calm down
Okay.
and really concentrate on things that matter. Yeah.
It's more like experience and
Yeah.
awareness.
In high school, my teacher said, "You just imagine yourself spiraling down, right?"
Uh-huh.
I'm like, "Down where?"
Maybe you
And
could
then
share
and then
some
we
of
were
it.
facing, I was facing a partner, and I just end up laughing every 30 seconds. Just
Wow.
didn't do it. But when you wear this gear,
Uh-huh.
it's pretty good, and you do feel really refreshed because your mind is more clear. And I think that's the one that's been the greatest tool for me is just clearing your mind. A lot of people like to go exercise or run or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
but because it's physical, there's a tendency to maybe get violent if if it's too if
And you'll
things are
get
too
tired.
frustrating.
Yes.
Not so much the fatigue, but you will kind of take it too far
Mm-hmm. Have
because
you
because
experienced
it's
that?
physical.
You used
Yes, I've
to do
experienced.
biking, and as far as I can
Yes,
remember,
yes,
you had an
yeah.
accident where you had those
No, that
bruises
was
here.
that was just carelessness. But I remember being in Hawaii and I was called,
Mm.
and heard some really frustrating news. And I said, I'm going to call you back after my bike ride because I need to go for a ride right now.
All right.
Yeah,
And then what happened?
I was okay afterwards. But it's just one of those things that at some point you need to distract yourself. And for me, because I got a little bit trained with the TM, I don't really
Okay.
need to do those things anymore.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's just automatically,
You just
happens.
throw away all the rubbish and then maintain the things that matter in your mind.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's something new, Sardine. Maybe you should share that so we can all,
One of these days, if I understand how to describe it.
So yeah, I'm curious too. But anyway, Sardine, speaking of legacy, in not just in years, but also in structures, you've recently launched this Meets Hall,
Yeah.
a seven-story building, right, for the College of Nursing, and it's a
Yeah.
huge milestone. But let me ask you something that we don't hear in formal speeches. What part of the building are you personally most excited about?
Just the overall scope,
Mm-hmm.
because, Efren, who's our construction manager,
Yes.
I think this was in Christmas before I left. He came up to me and
Mm.
said, he said, "Sir, this is my biggest building ever." Right?
Mm.
I said, "Yeah, me too." And the thing is, I think that's the misconception that everybody has when you're doing things professionally. It's always the same size, right? And the other way to progress is you take on more challenges. You just
Yes.
do. My dad used to describe me as being reckless, but taking on too many challenges, which I have to say I was guilty of when I was younger. But these days, it's just part of the profession. You understand, you anticipate the challenges,
Mm-hmm.
and if you do that, they're not surprises anymore because you anticipated it. When is a different story, but you had it worked out in your mind how to solve it. So when it comes up, easy to work on. So the
Okay.
entire building was actually quite a challenge because we've never done anything that tall, right?
7 story.
Yeah, and I would wake up at night sometimes thinking that it's gonna fall down. I'd wake
That's
up
anxiety.
screaming like,
Really?
yeah. It's like, oh my
Oh.
god, and I can't go back to sleep till I talk to somebody the next day.
Yes. I wonder how our BNG personnel are also handling it. But congratulations as well to Sir Efren.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
he did a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Congratulations once again, Sir Dean.
thank you.
Okay. So if you were to go back to being a student again, this is still about the Smiths Hall, by the way. Where would we most likely find you in that building?
On the seventh floor,
So what will you be
Fa-
doing there?
facing
Sleeping?
Cebu. Like,
Okay. I've never been there, but I'm really
you didn't
I
go there?
yes, not yet, but I intend to
Oh,
go there.
it's the best view in the school. If
Mm-hmm.
everyone thought that Pup Stop was a nice view, this one's
Yes.
nicer because
Okay.
there's nothing in front of the building.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So, although we know that it's obvious because the College of Nursing is the largest
yeah.
department at the university, but what other inspirations pushed you to really build that 7 story
Well, there was a
structure?
need to build it because of the number of students we needed to
Yeah.
accommodate. But the biggest challenge was the new construction techniques that we had used. It was steel
Mm.
framing, which we used in Pasimio, but that's only 2 story,
Mm-hmm.
and the walls were concrete. In this particular case, we used SIPs, structurally insulated panels, which in the Philippines, we're the largest structure so far. It's
Mm.
fabricated in Manila, but it's used mainly for houses, 2 story.
Yes.
It hasn't been used for anything beyond 3 stories.
Okay.
And we did that, and our guys knew nothing about how to use this new method. So they were trained for a week.
You
Uh,
trained them.
no, the supplier came in
Oh,
and
okay.
trained. And we used it in the science wing.
Okay.
It was small, so we could,
Mm.
you know, we could try it out there. But in the big building, it was, I mean, when you build a tall story building, a very tall building, you can be off from the ground floor to the top floor by 3 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you don't see it. But when you're building, you think corners don't close,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. And we didn't have that too often. So we had some pretty good quality construction going on over there,
Mm.
which makes me very happy because, the more mistakes there are in a building, the more labor you spend to fix it, right?
Yes.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
eventually you don't see it, but you spend a lot of time adjusting to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Sir Dean, in a scale of 1 to the last scale would be strict architect, how hands-on were you in terms of the details of Smith
Yeah,
Hall?
very
So, strict 10,
well. I wouldn't use the word strict, but involved 10.
involved
Yes,
10,
yeah.
10 over 10.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which I think sometimes is a handicap to me because I like our NTOS employees to be more of self-starters, right? To really understand the concept, and then when there's an issue, they bring it up to me with their solutions rather than me being presented a problem and I'm the only one coming up with a solution.
Yeah.
So right now it's a 10, but I want to kind of ease it back to maybe like a 6 or 7.
Okay. But that's okay, Sir Dean. I think it's really worth it. Okay. So, Sir Dean, let's take a little break from the formal side of leadership this time because basically people often see you as disciplined,
Prof-
what else? Serious,
Not
focused, sometimes intimidating.
not
Right.
disciplined, just kind of quiet and keeping to myself.
So today, Sir Dean, we just want to meet the fun side of you.
The fun side.
We have prepared a few questions for Sir Dean. Actually, Sir Dean, some of the employees here in the university suggested I should ask you these questions.
Shoot.
So I hope you will appreciate and give answers that are from your heart. Okay, first, Sir Dean, who on campus has the most positive impact on your mental health? Except from your family, people in the admin. Aside from them, is there someone?
There aren't any particular people. It's just circumstances a lot of times because every day is
Mm,
different. Like when I go to the office at 6:30, there's always the same working student. And he's always doing
Mm.
the same thing, and he's not doing anything different. So it's like, okay, it's just circumstances when issues come up. This is what my measure really is. When issues come up,
Mm.
and I don't have to think in my mind, why always me? That makes me happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your mind is more at ease.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm at ease because I know that people have taken possession
Mm-hmm.
of a situation and are helping me solve it. Right? Not
Wow.
just me solving it, but there's a shared responsibility.
Mm.
Yeah. And I've seen that
Wow.
over the years. And actually quite recently, ever since COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot more.
Oh, wait. I have a question regarding that, Sardine, but just
Yeah.
wait a little bit. Another question. Who makes you laugh the most in the university? We have a lot of funny people in the university. Who makes you laugh the most?
Again, it depends because just a couple days ago, I saw this one guy just doing his thing. I don't know what
Where?
it on the field.
Uh huh.
And
Okay.
the funny thing is, he's in the shade, which is very Filipino, right?
Mm. Doesn't
And
want to
he's
go
doing his
outside.
thing, and I'm crossing the field, and he sees me, he stops, sits down. I'm like, just keep going.
Was he dancing?
Something.
Yeah, something. I think that guy was doing TikTok. You do that a lot, girls.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
TikTok is hilarious
Mm-hmm.
because they just I don't know if they're watching or being recorded or what. It's just yeah, it's hilarious to me.
You should try it one day, Sardine.
Yeah.
Join us.
Well,
Yes.
you and Mick are famous.
Yes, we keep doing it. And we are really, adamant about letting you join us.
Mm.
Just 3 seconds.
No, thank you.
Just doing this hand.
Can I,
Sardine, you have mentioned your wife's name several times now
Mhm.
during our talk. So, what kind of influence does she have on you? It's like you're so in love with Miss Diane.
Um, the influence really is not her, but it's the whole family. She supports what I do here, and I have to reciprocate by being
Mm,
supportive to them.
okay.
I can't name any particular circumstance except lately,
Mm-hmm.
Christopher has a son, and so we went
Ah,
to go visit.
yeah.
And to me, it was anticlimactic because he's just sleeping. So I'm
Mm.
like, how do you interact, right?
You have a grandson now.
Yeah. But now they send me pictures now. His eyes are open, so we're going to go there in June, I think.
Uh huh.
So maybe a little more interaction. But uh, my wife told me one time
Mm.
that the only reason why she would like me more is if I was more serious.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Mm,
and so I
why?
took that to heart. That was back in
Mm.
college. So
Okay.
I'm like, serious? Hmm.
You have a very sexy and pretty wife, by the way, Sardine. Do you have
Or
high
can you tell
standards?
her when you see that?
Yeah, I would like to tell her. It's just that I don't know how to approach her.
Because if I tell her that, she's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
What's her
get out of here.
secret? With her age, I just couldn't imagine what kind of exercise she does to maintain that figure.
She just doesn't eat.
Ah, she starves herself.
If I'm not there,
Uh
she'll
huh.
eat once a day.
I think that's healthy for the body, though.
It is. When you get older, it is.
Mm-hmm.
When you're younger, no, it's not good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe we should follow that.
A-
Celeste,
and the other one is being Asian.
once a day.
Being Asian.
Ah,
All,
Asian.
all Asians look much younger than they really are.
Okay. So I should be thankful we're
Yeah,
Asian.
especially if you're not chubby, then you look young.
Okay. So she eats healthy food as well.
Uh, most of the time.
Wow.
Because we,
That's inspiring.
char,
Char.
because we always go out, the comfort food.
Yes.
We always go out for fried chicken and saimin,
Mm.
ramen. here.
Ramen,
Yeah,
yes.
which is extremely
Unhealthy.
unhealthy. Yeah.
Yes.
But we always,
As comfort
that
food.
first bite is always wonderful.
I was supposed to ask you that, but
Yeah.
later on, like after a stressful day as university president, what's your comfort food?
Anything
you're
that
here.
goes into my mouth.
Oh, but you have a favorite restaurant?
I'm always at Lorenzo now. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, unknown used to be, but he shut it down. So sometimes I'll just go to San Gival.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes, Sanserval has good food.
yeah.
Sardine, this is another question. What is something students believe about you that is completely wrong?
I am completely approachable.
You are.
Yes.
I think so.
You just have to stop me. Like,
When?
anytime if I'm walking, usually when I'm walking, this is the thing that frustrates my wife is especially when I'm driving.
Yeah.
She says, "Focus on driving," because I'm always thinking about other
Others.
things. And when I'm walking, it's safer, right? I don't walk into a tree or something.
Uh huh.
So,
But your face is too serious. Some students
because
are
I'm
just
just
hesitant.
no, it's sulao, so I'm
Like
like
that,
that, yeah.
sulao. Oh, see? That's one Visayan word.
But usually
Okay.
you can stop me anytime.
Okay.
I mean, every time someone tells me good morning or good afternoon, I'll stop and then
Oh.
greet back. That doesn't mean I'm unapproachable. Uh,
Okay. So, Foundationites, next time you see Sardine around the campus, you should try, striking a conversation and ask him probably to
yeah.
join in one of your videos at
What
the green.
the ones that I challenge all the time, but they're so shy, are the architecture students
Yes, and they're supposed to be your
because
babies.
yeah, and they don't ask me anything except one student,
Mm-hmm.
Frail, right?
What?
Frail Bantoto.
Bantoto.
Yeah,
Ah, okay.
she's the only one. The rest of them are. Mm,
I think it's a Filipino thing. We easily get intimidated by a
yeah,
foreigner.
it is, but like I've said before, this is a chance for you to, when you're here 4 or 5 years, this is a chance for you to be exposed
Mm-hmm.
and to understand how to interact with people. Because if you don't do that, you'll never do that once you graduate. You never will.
I agree.
Yeah.
I used to be like them, Sardine, when I was here in the university back in my college days, early 2000s. We just opened Broadcom, and you were not yet the president. But now I see you. You're really approachable, and I hope students as well will
You're not
realize.
much different than before.
Yes, thank you. But I'm chubbier now. You know, Sardine. What? This is another
Oh,
interesting question. I hope you can give us, a fun answer for
uh,
this. What is one pet peeve here on campus that you choose to stay quiet about? Uh,
should I
Time to
should
reveal.
I keep it personal or
I don't know. Just for fun, Sardine.
uh my biggest peeve,
Yeah.
in all honesty,
Mm.
it's an Asian thing,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not just Filipinos. When there's conflict,
Okay.
and especially when it has to be confronted, most people don't. They just sweep it under the rug, right? And to me, growing up in the U.S., I learned that that's the last thing you do because it will always come back and haunt you.
Count you.
It'll always come back, and it comes back worse because you're older and you have more at risk,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so when these things come up, you feel like you're too exposed. So it's even more difficult to deal with. It's very easy when you're college.
Confrontational.
Yeah. Well, it's very easy when you're in college because I say this all the time. The only thing that really mattered to me in college was learning and grades. That's the
Mm-hmm.
only thing that mattered to me. Everything else, if I made an ass of myself, yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sardine, I think that's
Which I
particular too with
which I
myself.
did very often.
Yes. So, Sardine, you have no qualms about confronting people when necessary.
It depends. Uh, Years ago, I used to be too straightforward, and
It's not good.
no, no, everybody would run away.
Yes. We won't gain friends.
But now, uh, I kind of do it the Filipino way, where we go, around,
Mm-hmm.
just find out a little bit more, and then finally bring them in. Because that way, if we talk to a lot of people, they know that that's a subject
Mm-hmm.
to be discussed, so they're
Okay.
prepared, right?
So, Sardine, I learned something from you because that's who I am. I'm not
Yeah,
confrontational. I just keep it to myself,
yeah.
and it's not okay.
No, it's not okay.
It's never gonna go away.
No. Even my wife being Japanese, because the Japanese in Hawaii are very reserved.
Mm-hmm.
She's learned to be, I shouldn't say confrontational, but
Expressive.
yeah, you
Yes.
just have to be. Especially if you're in a higher management level
Exactly.
and you don't, you'll just die. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll work on that, Sardine. And thank you for saying that. A lot of people who are listening right now, people in the university, I think they should
Well,
also work on that.
this is something I said the other day is one of the biggest reasons you need to do that is because, especially an institution like ours,
Mm.
you're here to change, okay? And if some of those changes are not being able to deal with confrontation, you'll never change in that regard.
Yeah.
You'll offset it and change in other areas, but if you're really ambitious, that's one of the things that you need to address almost immediately. Because, if you're going to be king of the hill, you better understand how to fend off everybody that wants to knock you off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. That's powerful. Fend off everybody who wants to knock you off.
Yeah.
Remember that. Wow, Sardine.
And
So,
and they're doing it because it's just of envy.
mm-hmm,
They're not really looking at what you've done.
you just
It's
want
just
to
envy.
mess with you.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of things come to my head right now
Mm.
because there's so many things going on in the university, and because we would not like to offend anyone, especially the ones in the higher position. We just
Yeah.
keep things to ourselves, which is not good all the time. So sometimes there are things that need to be left unsaid, but some things should also be expressed
Well,
for change.
not just that, but I've run into a lot of people that they do have something to express,
Mm-hmm.
but the words they use, wrong.
It's a matter of
Yeah, how
choice
you.
of words,
Yeah, the choice of words. I've
the
run into.
approach.
I've run to several people that are like that, and my only description of these people is they're boaya.
Crocodiles. Yes,
Yeah, they're like,
buaya.
Get away from me.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So if we follow you around for the entire day, Sardine, what do you think would surprise us about you or the most? Imagine following you around.
Unless something upsets me, I don't say much. I'm just
Mm,
observing, watching, looking at things.
so it's boring
Yeah, it's
following
pretty
you around.
pretty boring.
Mm,
I actually have to find a way to say things more because I have the junior architects in our company follow me. And if I don't say anything, they don't really see what I'm seeing.
yes.
Yeah. So I have to be more expressive in that regard. Yeah. Because that's what they're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And it's what I do sometimes is a very Asian characteristic is I'll tell one person who's not really in the hierarchy, and the person that's in the hierarchy
Mm.
doesn't know this. So that's some of the things I need to adjust to.
All right. Thank you, Sardine. So let's transition now. There's also something about you, something I have prepared that I'm not sure if many of us have witnessed it.
Right.
I could say it's not really an elephant in the room, but not everyone, it's not something that we often talk about.
Uh-oh.
So, I've seen you, Sardine, become emotional during
Uh-huh.
your speeches.
Uh,
It started in the pandemic. That was the first time. And there was the second, the third, and the fourth, to the point that you had to pause and could not continue.
it has nothing to do with the event. The
Mhm.
event was the breaking point because up to that point, I'm always suppressing thoughts,
Mm.
right? And then it depends. It's not that particular one. That's just like a breaker for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So do those emotions usually come more from what else? Pressure? Was it gratitude or something deeper?
Frustration.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember the first question that brought you to tears was, "How are you, Sardine?" That was the first time we got back after the pandemic. And then you broke, remember, at the SSS hall? That was the first time.
I don't
And
remember.
then there's another one at the book lunch of your mom. Anyway, Sardine, what usually goes through your
I'm
mind
suppressing
during...
that already.
And it was a surprise, actually. So what goes through your mind during those moments?
During that time, I was really quite relieved that we were still an institution.
Yes.
And, for 2.5 years, I kept thinking that daily we would shut down.
School.
It was that difficult. And when we got to the point that, I think it was a year later,
Mm-hmm.
where
year
enrollment
later.
got better, it was such a relief, and that's why I think that happened because it's been suppressed for 2.5 years. Just thinking, especially, it's my grandfather's baby and my dad's baby, to see it close down.
Mm-hmm.
That was an unthinkable thought.
Exactly. We were
Yeah.
scared too, actually. But we held on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why like that. It's a combination of things, not one thing.
Yes. And after those moments, Sardine, how do you usually process them? Do you reflect or do you just move on quickly?
I just feel relieved.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
So anyway, thank you for, I'm just
Yeah.
curious about it. It was a surprise because again, usually we see you as someone really serious, not capable of crying actually. And then that was the first, second, and third. So Sir Dean, at the end of the day, you're still someone who feels deeply. So even you appearing to be someone who's intimidating, tell us more. What part of yourself do you think people don't get to see enough?
Well, I hear about people crying in bed often.
Mm?
Yeah. And
Really?
yeah, and I've done that a lot of times.
Really, Sir Dean?
Yeah, because it's especially when my dad was alive, it was very difficult because you know my dad,
Yes,
right?
I've seen him.
Yeah, and he's a very hard man to work with. I would say impossible.
But he was very friendly to the students.
Yeah, he was,
Mm-hmm.
but when it came to business, he was really quite
Rigid?
difficult.
Mm.
Yeah, very difficult. I actually wanted to leave to go back to Hawaii 3 times
No, we didn't
because
know
I was
that.
just so frustrated. Yeah.
Okay, Sir Dean. So, when you're not Sir Dean, who are you?
Who am I?
Yes, when you're not Sir Dean, the university president.
I'm no different from the university president to me.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, if you see me around, I'm just me.
Okay.
It's I
Mm.
didn't grow up thinking I had to be somebody. I didn't grow up that way. I grew up I just me. That's it. So why different?
Okay.
Why be different? I mean, I have to say I've been to several events where you see this guys like
Yes.
he's full of himself.
Exactly.
But no, I don't like doing that. I particularly don't like being pointed out in a crowd. I introduce, yes,
Mm-hmm.
but being pointed out, I'm like,
Cringy.
yeah,
Now we know. Sir Dean, 25 years of service and a future still being built.
yeah.
After everything you have experienced, what kind of legacy do you quietly hope to leave behind?
Ugh. That's a point of contention with my family.
Mm-hmm.
My legacy to be left behind is anyone that's willing to take up the mantle. I would recommend to be the next president and
Mm-hmm.
chairman of the board. Uh, that's it's as simple as that because I get asked all the time, especially at my age, what's the succession plan?
Yes.
I'm like, well, first of all, we don't own the school, so I can't deed it to somebody. It has to be by merit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's another pet peeve of mine.
What?
People don't acknowledge that by merit they've earned it. Okay, if it's a certificate,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay, like that. But if you just go like this, you're like, huh?
True. Another pet peeve. Yeah, that's true,
Yeah,
especially in our culture here.
it's like, you're getting quite a bit of credit here. How come? I mean, do I need to do a certificate for you? you
Yes.
know, photos and everything. Uh, yeah, going back to legacy, that's what I'd like to see happen. Whether or not it's my family or what, that to me that's irrelevant. What's more
Doesn't
relevant
matter.
is if someone really understands how to be committed to this place.
Wow, thank you, Sir Dean. One more. On the days when leadership feels too heavy, what keeps you going?
These days lately, it hasn't been anything too heavy. Several years
That's
ago,
good.
several years ago, I would have just, you need to talk to Girlie. She would tell you, how many
Mm.
times he just wanted to go home the next day.
Okay.
But these days, not too much, other than the usual family issues.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but other than that, the school itself, even Entios itself, I'm pretty satisfied with the way it's running. I'm sure there's things there that are not
Yeah.
so cool.
Nothing's perfect
Yeah,
anyway.
but manageable, you know.
So happy for you, Sir Dean. And you're very strong.
Not for me,
For
for you,
everyone.
for you guys, because
Yes.
I'm just here as a, what do you call it?
What do
Just
you
as
think?
a, no,
An anchor?
I'm just a, I'm just a tool. That's it. Because the school is designed to help students succeed. That's the same thing with employees to help them come up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm just a tool.
A vessel.
Yeah, a vessel. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Sir Dean, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
We hope to do more episodes with you. And since you mentioned Ma'am Girly, I also intend to interview here Ma'am
Yeah.
Girly one of these days. Okay, thank you so much to our viewers out there. I hope you learned a lot from us today. I've also learned personally that leadership is not just measured in achievements, but also in moments of courage, vulnerability, and humanity. Today or tonight, our dear viewers, we did not just hear a university president, but we listened to a person with stories, struggles, laughter, and heart. Sir Dean, thank you so much once again.
Thank you.
And perhaps that's a reminder that we all need today that even strong leaders also feel deeply. And again, this is Angela, and that has been Speak Podcast, where every voice carries a story that is worth listening to. See you on the next episode.